Hello guys, it's Tom from Kudasol.com. It's the end of the year and I went to visit my family in Korea. I am originally from Seoul and I wanted to visit a street in East Seoul and I thought it would be a great chance for me to go there. This street has a lot of shoemakers and they have gathered to form a street. You might think that it would look like Northampton in the UK, where a lot of traditional brands such as Trickers or Crockett and Jones are located. But it looks a bit different from Northampton. It's in the middle of an area called Seongsu. The street name is Seongsu Handmade Shoe Street. Now, it's a name that is a bit odd, but I have to say there's a lot of shoemakers there. Here's a brief history of Seongsu's shoemaking street, where they were able to trace back to the 1920s, but Korea only had cobblers. Previously, Korea didn't really have the cobblers that we know now. During Japan's colonization of Korea, a lot of Western clothes and shoes started to appear in Korea. After the colonization and the Korean War, there were cordwainers that made shoes and boots out of second-handed boots from US soldiers. Korea used to export a lot of shoes between 1960s and 1980s, where a lot of shoe factories were located around the country. These top quality shoes were also popular. But the real reason that the street was formed is because one of the biggest brands for the quality shoemaking company was located in Seongsu and other shops gathered nearby. So today I'll visit a brand called Bad Hat Brothers located in Seongsu. Now, this is not a brand that existed since the old time, as I mentioned before, but Bad Hat Brothers produce shoes and boots that are high quality and they look really good. I think looks are as important as quality anyway. I immediately called them up and asked if I can visit, and luckily they said yes, and I went there to take some photos and videos to introduce the brand to you guys who's watching this video. The brand is owned by two brothers, hence the name Bad Hat Brothers. They both learned cordwaining in Seongsu. Before a number of years, they set up their own store. They were inspired by amekaji style and hand-welted style boots, and they decided to open this brand 5 years ago. The brand seemed quite young, but the brothers have been cordwaining for 10 years, so they definitely know what they're doing. I was confused when I first arrived at the shop because it was hidden and it was hard to tell if I could go into the shop. However, the whole experience of entering the shop was very amazing. I was welcomed by the smell of incense and the shoe lasts that were stacked on the side of the wall. There were a lot of boots displayed and were ready to be tried on or bought by the customers. The main body of the shop was mainly workstations. You are able to see where they make uppers and put up the outsole and construct the entire boots. All of the shoe lasts you see here are customized and developed by the Bad Hat Brothers. I didn't get a chance to ask more about the lasts, but they said normally people should take true to size if you wear US 11, so take 290 equivalent to the Korean size. However, once you send them a message regarding the purchase, they will contact you to ask some questions beforehand so that they can try to make it fit as much as possible. They also had some interesting looking lasts. For example, lasts inspired by Japanese tabi shoes. Their hand-welted boots and shoes are currently made by the two brothers who owns the shop and no one else. They currently only produce hand-welted boots, and the reason is because they enjoy the aesthetic of the hand-welted boots, and also they're used to making hand-welted construction. The boots and shoes on the shelves were extremely good quality, and I was happy to have found a brand that's so cool to visit and look at. They also do custom orders, so contact them if you are interested in certain styles and configurations. The Bad Hat Brothers use outsoles from Vibram and Dr. Souls as their main suppliers. Just like any custom cordwainers, there are various types of leather in the shop. Some are imported to Korea from reputable tanneries like Horeen, and others were sourced locally. I saw one of the engineer boots that I liked, and I asked if the boots were made of Horeen's rough out, but I was informed that it was actually sourced from Korea, which was interesting to know. They also mentioned that they are looking into importing high quality leathers from other tanneries as well. Another impressive thing about their boots is that everything, maybe except for the outsoles and stitches and the eyelets, are made of leather. They use leather lining, insoles and midsoles, and other part of the shoes are just completely made of leather. They do not make shoes from other materials that wouldn't last long, so they mean serious business. Now, I know everyone's probably interested in knowing the price of the boots. Currently, they're priced around $650 to $750, depending on the custom leather and design. And their engineering boots, however, are a bit more pricier, from $800 to $850. Now, this is just a ballpark figure, and I was informed that individual orders can be very different, and it depends on the buyer as well. I wouldn't say this is too expensive considering the quality of the boots that I've seen, and also they're all handmade. If we compare this to other competitors, I think it should be on the same or similar price range. One of the best things about ordering from them, though, is that they deliver from free from Korea to USA or to Singapore. For other countries such as Europe, they didn't have any customers yet, so they need to see the shipment cost first. I suspect it'll be free nonetheless. I would say, considering the quality and the material used, the price is super good. And these boots will definitely last your lifetime as well if you take a good care of them. You can also send them back, the boots, to them to get them resold. Their MTO time is around 6 to 8 weeks, and this is very, very quick for MTO boots. Usually MTO boots takes around 20 to 30 weeks sometimes, and often it could take over a year. Their website is currently temporary if you're interested in buying them. So if you have any interest buying the boots, contact them directly, or if you have any questions about the brand, let me know. And I should have said this disclaimer before I made this video. This is not sponsored or advertisement. I went there because I was interested in their brand and I wanted to let you guys know more about the brand. Anyway, guys, this is Tom from kudasol.com. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll come back with more videos next time. Let me know if you have any questions.